One of the profound dilemmas of human experience is that, while we crave novelty, we are also haunted by the loss of the past. In Whitehead's process theology, one source of evil arises from the fact that the past fades, that time has the nature of perpetual perishing. Thus, one of God's functions in the world is to preserve the past. This is God's consequent nature. God is not an unmoved mover, or an imperial ruler, but a fellow sufferer who understands. Whitehead says that God does not create the world, he saves it. God's infinite patience allows for the preservation of all our sufferings, sorrows, failures, and triumphs. Nothing that occurs in the universe is lost. All is taken up into God's experience to become unified with his consequent nature. This grants all actual occasions or creations a kind of immortality, though it is not the personal sort promised to us by traditional interpretations of Christian heaven. In order to have what I, Max Sirius, have termed a win-win utilitarianism infinite games mindset and create positive individual and collective, spiritual and metaphysical growth and evolution, and therefore partake in God's consequent nature and creation, nostalgia is the best emotion to feel and to align with. In order to get a glimpse of what God feels and what his or her intention is for us, his or her creations, and ultimately through those personal divine insights one also understands the meaning of life and one's place and purpose in it. Researchers investigated the relation between nostalgia and spirituality. They hypothesized that nostalgia is linked to greater spirituality through self-continuity and, in turn, meaning in life. In Study 1, they measured nostalgia and spirituality. Nostalgia predicted greater spirituality. In Study 2, they tested this relation in a nationally representative sample. Nostalgia again predicted greater spirituality, and this relation remained significant after controlling for key demographic variables and core personality traits. In Study 3, they manipulated nostalgia and measured self-continuity, meaning in life, and spirituality. Nostalgia predicted spirituality serially via self-continuity and meaning in life. Nostalgia does have its painful side. It's a bittersweet emotion. But the net effect is to make life seem more meaningful and death less frightening. When people speak wistfully of the past, they typically become more optimistic and inspired about the future. Nostalgia makes us a bit more human, another researcher says, and also a bit more godly. I, Max Sirius, would posit. If you're not neurotic or avoidant, I think you'll benefit by nostalgizing 2 or maybe 3 times a week. The researcher also says, nostalgia makes people more generous to strangers and more tolerant of outsiders. Couples feel closer and look happier when they're sharing nostalgic memories. On cold days, or in cold rooms, people use nostalgia to literally feel warmer.